never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was dying and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. This the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the hill. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that's his call. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
First down, Bears.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there, and he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action with Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown.
Anthony Miller. Touchdown.
Anthony Miller. 35 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Penalty markers down the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point good by Prater. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deron Harmon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Johnson, the ball.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now the throw left sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Bears' 29-yard line.
Second and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Aaron Donald, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. I thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 50 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run forward to Cohen. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Here's 2nd and a yard. Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown.
Anthony Miller.
Anthony Miller with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Bears 14, Lions 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Danny Amendola on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reap.
And got his man complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. Breakaway. Touchdown. Detroit. Kenny Galladay. 78 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Chicago.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Rolling to his right. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, partner. You often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
The pickup. 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Trubisky. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Christian Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over.
1st and 10.
A first update now out of Jacksonville, and the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And his his pass incomplete.
Stafford on the
that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Spins past it, fielded at the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bears take over
at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline. And talk over what to do next. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen.
Trubisky's.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw again. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears.
12, Allen Robinson.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd and a couple. Stafford. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Galladay, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Open man is Galladay, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Galladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 to over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That will be incomplete.
How about Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The Bears ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Chicago.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He can run. Trubisky lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Eddie Goldman on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Johnson. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe some...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Buster Screen. On the end zone, he got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Bears 28, Lions 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Running from the gun, Johnson. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the
now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't throw this defense. And the Bears will get the football back. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Christian Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, 71 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Trubisky on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The gun, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's going to... Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Cordero Patterson, 45 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
4 brings up 3rd and 1.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Again, it's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Throwing again is Stafford. Flush to his right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Stafford going to get this one to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
They got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First and goal.
23 yards, the final tally. Here's Swift. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slob their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Trubisky stepping up. He'll try and run. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now Trubisky to throw on second. The screen pass here to Cohen. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Trubisky will throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stafford throws complete to Galladay. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. Balance all the way down at the 3. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll just throw this one over the way to security crew. Incomplete here.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing Week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
The real football.
Not preseason football, where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much.